Welcome to Bookpods. Today, we are cracking open the archives. And when I say archives, I mean we're going way, way back. We're not just looking at a self-help book today. We are looking at, well, what is basically the source code for the entire genre?
It really is. It's the grandfather of personal development we're talking about as A Man Thinketh by James Allen.
And we have to set the scene here, because this book was published in 1903.
1903. I mean, that's before World War I, before the Titanic.
It's a completely different world. And yet, it feels like it could have been written this morning.
It's timeless. And James Allen himself, he wasn't some modern guru with a private jet.
Not at all.
His life was really tough. He was a British writer. His father went bankrupt and was murdered when James was only 15.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had to leave school, work factory jobs to support his family. He wrote this from the trenches, not some ivory tower.
Which gives it, a certain weight. So let's get to the core idea. It's a metaphor, and it's really the whole book in one image.
The mind is a garden.
The mind is a garden.
And the rule of a garden is simple. It will always grow something.
Right. It's never empty.
You can either plant useful seeds, positive, constructive thoughts, or you can neglect it. But if you neglect it, weeds will just fall in and take over.
So you're never doing nothing with your mind. You're either actively gardening,
or you're actively letting the weeds grow. There is no neutral.
Okay, so here's where it gets a little controversial, right?
Yeah.
He takes this metaphor and says, our circumstances, our actual physical lives, are the direct result of that garden.
This is theme 1. Circumstances don't create you, they reveal you.
But doesn't that sound a bit like victim blaming?
Yeah.
If someone is really struggling, it feels cold to say, well, your thoughts did that.
It does feel cold at first, but I think Allen would say it's the most empowering idea there is. Because if you're a victim, you're helpless.
You're just waiting to be rescued.
Exactly. But if you're the gardener, you can change things. You can just, start planting different seeds.
It's about taking back control.
It's total ownership. He uses these archetypes, like the poor man. This guy is desperate to improve his life, but he slacks off at work and feels justified in deceiving his employer.
He's planting seeds of laziness and deception.
And wondering why he's not harvesting success. He's digging himself a deeper hole.
And then there's the rich man.
The rich man with a painful disease. He'd pay anything to be cured, but he won't give up the unhealthy food that's causing it.
He wants the result without the sacrifice.
He wants health, but he's thinking thoughts of gluttony. You can't grow both in the same garden. It leads to that killer line.
Circumstances do not make the man. They reveal him.
That's the one. It's like that Bill Gates quote, if you are born poor, it's not your fault, but if you die poor, it is your fault.
It's harsh, but it's empowering.
Totally.
Okay, so let's talk about the body, because Allen says this applies to our health, too.
Oh, absolutely. Theme 2, the body as servant. He says the body just obeys the mind.
Unlawful thoughts, as he calls them, lead to decay, while beautiful thoughts lead to youthfulness.
And we know this now, right? Stress literally releases cortisol. It causes inflammation. It's a physical process.
The sources had a great example. Jim versus Clark.
Yes, let's look at Jim. He's miserable, overweight. His thoughts are, exercise is a chore. I deserve this junk food.
We've all been Jim.
We've all been Jim. But Clark is fit and energetic. He thinks exercise gives me energy and healthy food fuels my body.
It's the same reality, just a different internal story.
And that's how it works. Allen says thought crystallizes into habit.
And habit solidifies into circumstance.
It's a formula. Your body today is just the solidified version of your past thoughts.
So how do you break it? The research mentioned something called pain association.
Yeah, because willpower always fails. It's like a battery. Instead of just resisting a can of soda, you have to change how you see it.
You make it disgusting in your mind.
You associate it with pain. You visualize the sugar rotting your teeth, the energy crash. You aren't fighting the desire anymore, you're changing it.
You're pulling the weed out by the root.
Exactly.
Okay, let's shift to theme 3, which I think is so important today. Purpose versus aimlessness.
Allen is brutal on this. He says, aimlessness is a vice. A vice.
Not just a bad habit, a moral failing.
He says until thought is linked to purpose, there's no intelligent accomplishment. You're just a ship without a rudder.
The example of the 2 swimmers was great.
Yeah, swimmer A wants to go to the Olympics for the fame. When she fails, she gets disappointed and wants to quit.
Her purpose is shallow.
Right. But swimmer B has a higher purpose, maybe making her country proud. When she fails, that purpose keeps her going. It sustains her.
But what if you're, just working a normal job and you don't feel like you have some grand purpose?
His advice is so practical. He says, do your current work to the absolute best of your ability.
Even if it's boring.
Even if it's boring Excel sheets. That focus trains your mind. It prevents the weeds of aimlessness from growing. You can't steer a parked car. You have to be moving.
And this requires sacrifice, right? Giving up what he calls animal desires.
The stuff nobody wants to hear. You can't build a business if you're spending all your time and energy on partying and distraction.
It's that Gary Vaynerchuk story when old friends call him lucky.
He corrects them. He says he worked every weekend since he was 14 while they were at parties. It's not luck. Alan would say, gifts are fruits of effort.
I love that. Gifts are fruits of effort, not luck.
Mm.
This leads right into the last theme, vision and serenity.
Dreamers save the world. That's his claim. He tells the story of the poor boy in the dirty workshop. Externally, he's trapped. But in his mind, his garden, he holds a vision of education, of a bigger life.
He lives in his ideal, mentally.
Exactly. And because he holds that vision, Alan says the workshop eventually cannot contain him. The outer world has to reshape itself to match the inner one.
And the final result of all this wisdom, the crown jewel, is serenity.
Calmness. We think being frantic and stressed means we're important. Alan says the opposite is true.
The meteorite analogy was perfect for this.
Right. If a meteorite is coming, who do you follow? The guy screaming, we're all gonna die.
No. You follow the calm person who is thinking clearly.
Because calmness is power. It shows you are the master of your own mind. People gravitate to that. They trust it.
It's true leadership.
It is.
So let's just quickly recap the main pillars here for everyone.
Okay. Number 1. The mind is a garden. You're either planting or weeding.
Number 2. Circumstances reveal you. They don't make you.
Number 3. Purpose fuels resilience. You need a why.
Number 4. Effort creates gifts. Forget luck.
And number 5. Calmness is power. The ultimate sign of success is serenity.
It puts all the responsibility back on you. There are no excuses.
Which is scary, but it's also liberating. If you built the cage,
You hold the key.
that's it.
So here is our final thought for you to take with you today. This book says you are the creator of your destiny. If your thoughts are seeds, look around at your life right now. What kind of garden have you unknowingly planted? And more importantly, what is the one weed you need to pull today? And what is the first new seed you need to replace it with?
Happy gardening.
Thanks for listening to Bookpods. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.